Hello dear friends, this is Dr. Deepesh Patel and I'll be teaching you jet propulsion and aircraft engineering. In this video lecture, I'm going to cover lecture 4 of solid and liquid propulsion engine, and the subtopics are liquid propellant feeding system and combustion in liquid propellant engine. So let's start the lecture. Now the first topic that we are going to see is liquid propellant feed system. Unlike a solid propellant rocket engine, liquid propellant engine required a special feeding system, and there are basically two different types of the liquid feeding system used. One of them is gas pressure feed system and the other one is pump feed system. So let's go through one by one. First one, a gas pressure feed system, you can see in the slide. It has many components such as the inert gas tank, liquid fuel and liquid oxygen tanks, and then a set of pressure regulators and the control valves. An inert gas such as helium or nitrogen is stored in a tank at a very high pressure, and it is passed into pressure regulator valves. This high pressure inert gas from the regulator is used to force the propellant, such as fuel and oxidizers. The propellants under high pressure are forced to flow into the combustion chamber through control valves. Several regulating and check valves are used for filling, draining, and checking the flow of propellants. Moving parts such as pumps and the turbines are not used in this system, and therefore this system is considerably simpler as compared to the pump feed system. The pressurization of the propellant tanks is comparatively much heavier, so this system is not suitable for larger rocket engine and long range missiles. Now let's go through the other one, pump feed system. Here we have the components such as liquid fuel tanks and oxidizer tanks, also a tanks to store H2O2, then a set of pumps and turbines and the control valves. In this system, liquid fuels and the liquid oxidizers are stored in a separate tank at low pressure. Liquid fuel and liquid oxidizers are forced into the combustion chamber at high pressure by the fuel and oxidizer pump, as you can see in diagram. A gas turbine is used to operate the fuel and oxidizer pumps. Liquid hydrogen peroxide such as H2O2 from the tank is decomposed by a catalyst such as calcium or sodium permanganate, and due to this steam and oxygens are generated. This steam is used to drive the turbine. Because of the third liquid, the gas turbine, the pumps and additional lines are necessary, and so the pump pressurization system is considerably more complex than gas pressurization system. Design of pump is a greater problem, and that will handle the liquid safely and without leaks. Now let's move forward to the combustion in liquid propellant engine. Now combustion is a very complex process in the liquid propellant rocket engine, and it required certain processes to go through. So basically the combustion of liquid propellant in a combustion chamber required a few processes that need to be go through precisely for the higher performance of the engine, and these processes are injection, atomization, mixing, vaporization, ignition, and chemical reaction between fuel and oxidizers. The propellants are injected into the combustion chamber through fine orifices for proper atomization. And there are different methods that are used to atomize and mix the fuel and oxidizers. So let's go through the methods to atomize and mix the propellant. Now there are the three different methods, mainly three different methods are used to mix the content of fuels and oxidizers before it reach into the combustion chamber for ignitions, and these methods are parallel stream type. Second one is impinging stream type, and the third one is spark injection type. Now we are going to see these methods one by one. So let's start with the parallel stream type. You can see here the fuels and oxidizers are supplied parallelly in alternate locations through manifolds. In parallel stream type injector oxidizer and liquid fuel injectors are fixed alternatively. So you can see oxidizer, fuel, oxidizer and fuel. So these lines are fixed alternatively. Now mixing of oxidizers and fuel takes place due to diffusion and eddies that are created into the combustion chamber. Next type is impinging stream type. Now in impinging stream type, we can see the fuels and oxidizers lines passing through the manifolds, and the oxidizers are allowed to impinge on the fuels, and because of that the proper mixings of fuels and oxidizer takes place into the combustion chamber. In impinging stream type, injector liquid fuels and oxidizer jets impinge on each other, and that gives well mixed propellant charge to the combustion chamber. Since we know that the proper mixing of the fuels and oxygens are the key component for the complete combustion process, and if we have the proper mixings, then we can have the complete combustion, and that would enhance or improve the overall performance of the engine. So therefore these are the various methods which is very useful to improve the overall performance of the engine. Now let's go through the third one, a spark injection type. Here the fuels and oxidizers are allowed to pass through annular passages, and they would come out in the combustion chamber in the form of annular jets. So you can see the oxidizers are injected in the center, surrounded by the fuel's annular passages. In this type, the combustion starts with the arrival of one of the propellants in order to obtain a low value of the oxidizer fuel ratio. The fuel jet is allowed to enter the combustion chamber first, and then the oxidizer would get into the combustion chamber and the overall combustion process begins. So like as compared to the first two, these ones would give the better mixings and atomizations of the propellant, and that would lead to the better performance of the engine. The combustion pressure and temperature mainly depends on the flow rates of the propellants, the combustion rate and the gas flow rate through the exhaust nozzles. So there are different kind of the methods which is used for the improvement of the combustion process, but these are the three mainly used methods to atomize and mix the fuels and oxidizers. As good as they mix, they would give the, or they would lead to the better performance of the rocket engines. So this is all at the moment. If you have any doubt, you can write down in the comment box. Thank you very much.